Look at this, you guys. Hello. My hands were like, I did Day of the Dead for Halloween, and my hands were like, keep my polish on. Let me go on stage. But now my hands are like, we might have to take this stuff off. So much fun. I very much enjoyed Halloween much better over the weekend than, say, like yesterday. Oh my goodness. Actually, I have to take this off now. I'm sorry. I just wanted to show that to you. How are you guys doing? How are you? Hi, Jules, Mountain Dancer. Hi, Paisley, Jane, and Rob, and Jennifer, Nana, Julia. It is a lovely afternoon. Hi, I am one, and Aquas. I know how to say that. Why can't I ever say it when it matters? How are you guys doing? And happy testifying to Lindsey Graham, isn't that right? Hi, New Hampshire. Charlie. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so, yes, thumbs up. Hi, Juno. Thank you. I appreciate it about my insights. And Charlie, Val. Hi, Marjorie. Doesn't today just feel so much better? Today was kind of crazy. And I could just hear so much clamoring in the ethers like, what is going on? What are we doing? And that was in part because of the aspects yesterday. We had this new moon solar eclipse yesterday at 2 degrees Scorpio, and the moon went into Aquarius, and it kind of triggered a lot of stuff. But now we're in lovely November, and we have the Day of the Dead. We have All Saints Day. I wanted to talk just a little bit about this. I wanted to show this to you guys. My daughter is so talented. She made this, I want to say she was like maybe in 6th or 7th grade. They had to do a project in art class for Day of the Dead. And so this is my dad in Hawaii. Kind of cool. So Day of the Dead is a holiday that is celebrated, you know, I think its origins might be in Mexico. It corresponds with All Saints Day, but it's your, celebrating those who have passed in celebration with candies and celebrating their favorite foods and favorite drinks. Oh my goodness. My dog is already barking. I was hoping no interruptions at this time, but we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, Day of the Dead, it comes at such a great time. I'm like, why does Day of the Dead feel so optimistic and happy and like we're kind of recharged in a way? That is because, and I got my answer today, I knew it probably was in the answer within what we call the DECANS, okay? Or the DECANS. Whoops. So you guys know, this is another astrology thing, but just hang in here with me for a second. The DECANS. So each sign is 30 degrees. It gets divided into 10-degree segments. So the thought was, we've had calendars on 5 that were based on 5 days. The DECANS go way back to ancient times, which indicated you could recreate something every 10 days. So over time, those every 10 days became the DECANS, the thirds of a sign. So the first decan of Scorpio is 0 to 10 degrees. Then we get 11 to 20. And then we get to 21 to, 29-0. These are kind of like the same degrees, almost, kind of. So, and each decan then had a different ruler. For Scorpio, the first 10 days is Mars. Modern day would put Pluto there. But the second decan has to do with Jupiter. That planet of expansive optimism, where you have some faith in these dark days of fall as the days are getting shorter. It's like the Day of the Dead kicks off when this decan starts. Jupiter. Jupiter is why things feel so much better than yesterday well, the sun is almost 10 degrees Scorpio, which felt very hostile yesterday and crazy. But here we have Jupiter. Modern day would assign Neptune as well, because this has to do with the sign of Pisces. And the last decan has to do with the moon, because these are based on the water signs, the triplicities, okay? So the first decan of Scorpio, we look at Mars. The second decan, we look to Jupiter, because the next water sign is Pisces. And then the last decan, we look to the moon, which is the third, it's the last water sign we were just in. So Jupiter has to do with your faith. It also, because it has to do with higher thinking, is also associated with psychics, where that veil gets really thin. So as we celebrate the Day of the Dead, it's almost like remembering those who have passed on, and that as we head into these dark days of winter, when we head into the darkest of days, Scorpio is a fixed sign. It's really fixing us into the nighttime where we have little light. It's like, I have faith that my ancestors are going to go with me where the veil is very thin, as we head into, for me, an end of a solar cycle and the beginning of a new. Okay, so today feels much better. And I'm going to tell you, Scorpio, Taurus, as I've been saying, they are money signs. We are in eclipse weather, and holy cow, this, when I just looked at briefly at the TAROTSCOPEs in different locations, the Twitter thing, I think, and with this attack on Paul Pelosi, I actually think it originates with Donald's taxes being released and his retribution and his anger. And you better betcha China is all over in those returns. Let me say hi to you guys real quick. How are you guys doing? Hi, Gloria. Oh, good. Paisley gets it. She gets it. Marjorie, it's almost like the lunar mansions in Vedic astrology. Yeah, Vedic also divvies up their houses, mansions. I don't get it yet, but there's so much overlap with both of them, okay? Yes, there is something similar to Day of the Dead, yeah, around the globe. Absolutely, spirits. Or Juno. Great to see, Galactic Goddess. Oh, thank you. Yes, my gloves. I had my gloves on earlier. Hi, Electra. Okay, so I definitely, oh boy, there goes my throat just tightened up already. Okay. So what do we want to look at? There were like so many things I wanted to share with you guys. I had tweeted a lot of it yesterday. First of all, if you want to soothe your brain, I had tweeted yesterday, listen to Ketanji Brown Justice Jackson. In whatever clips that you get, to listen to her voice, because her voice is one of truth. It is of leadership. What is transforming in the scales of justice for the United States. She has an extremely powerful voice right now. But the thing is, her voice is so clear. It's like your brain automatically kind of, I could feel it just unraveling and just tossing off, bucking off the disinformation and the confusion. It's like the brain gets back to the thoughts, the ideas of what is normal. I'm feeling the urge to grab some cards. I don't know why. We're gonna grab this deck again. I have no idea what the question is, but I'm supposed to grab some cards because we need to talk about Ketanji Brown Justice Jackson. Do we have all these? And her voice and her truth. I just really feel kind of blind here because I'm getting, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. So, okay, that's what we're gonna do. Show me Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson yesterday speaking, because they're having that whole thing about affirmative action and, you know, college admissions. Okay, so this is her voice. But the most important thing I was feeling had to do with our nation and where we're that's it. Okay, the power of her voice, the platform where she resides, her voice. And in the airwaves, what we hear that's helping our nation go forward. All of this, so what we hear helps with this. I think I need, and at our foundation, her voice is helping to do, this. The Two of Swords. So her voice, this Two of Swords, cuts right through the bullshittery. We're all tired of hearing about it. The Queen of Cups, the Queens of Nations. This is the United States of America. Her voice is cutting through stuff for our nation, for the Four of Wands of who we are and how we celebrate our nation, where we've come from, and getting us stabilized and on the right footing in harmony with one another and everything that brought us to this point. I am telling you, her voice is so powerful. So this is her voice. Oh, okay, just a second. There you go. There's nothing out there. She's providing a judgment. She is a judge. She is providing judgment with the Knight of Cups that is very supportive to our institutions, to our nation, where we've been, where we've been going. And the Queen of Wands, she is providing incredible leadership. She is a master. The Queen of Wands, this is Cardinal Sun, so this is like Aries. She is out there. She's on the forefront. She's a pioneer, and she has all of that. So she was talking yesterday. This is her. Okay, now I forgot what this was. Ketanji Brown Jackson's voice. She was making arguments yesterday with the as a justice, listening to affirmative action. I still cannot remember what this is. It's something like that. Oh goodness, what happened? Where is? Okay. Spirits Beyond the Stars. Supreme Court. Jackson Brown got into an argument yesterday. I don't know what it was over, but there was an article about it this morning. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Okay, that is good to know. Okay, so it was just the snippet that I heard. Was this about our brains? Or this is us? Oh, I think this has to do with us as listening to her voice. Was this what it is? I can't believe I just forgot. Anyway, the Queen of Swords. Her authority, the intelligence that is coming across. The Five of Cups, we have definitely had some disappointment. Not sure which way is up, which way is down. And Temperance, and expanding those ideas. So making sense of what's heads or tails, because it seems like the minority has the rule, but taking those concepts and expanding them. So this is her voice as we listen to her. At the foundation, what it does for us as a nation, we have the Nine of Cups. It gives us hope. It makes us relax and sit back and remember we're a nation of immigrants. We work hard. We are able to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and succeed and make our dreams come true. The Ten of Wands and the burden of those rights right now. We're kind of like, what happened? But this is where we are right now. And this is built, her words are built on this foundation and the things that we're facing. What's going through our brains as we listen to her speak and make her arguments? Because it's like, I'm telling you, her voice, it rewires the brain to normal. We have a fresh new start, the Fool, a new perspective, a different way of looking at things, a one full of optimism and all the potential that is out there. And the Three of Wands, putting that out there. Success from that. We listen to her and we're like, oh yeah, we could do that. We've been here before, we can do this. Okay, so listening to her. At our foundation, this is going to bridge us to a government, our government, which is unstable right now, but it will bring stability. She is so rock solid at bringing stability. We listen to her arguments as she's on the court. It bridges to the devil. The devil now has shown from, yeah, I just got yes, as our Constitution of the United States. We cannot waver from our Constitution. We are forever bonded to it, but we've been having a problem getting along here. That is going to help bridge us to the Hanged Man. Again, trying to determine right from wrong, up from down. This is really kind of getting everyone kind of on the same page and thinking about it. It's also very healing. I think this is also a card of Pisces. Insight. We've been suspended here for so long. We need to get on the same page. And as we hear her words, the Emperor, leadership, Mars, defensives. I've seen this as Merrick Garland. But we think about all the damage that Donald has done. And the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, what is this? The damage that Donald has done, I just think plutocrats, those who are in charge. But it's also like we're being smothered by the thinking of the minority of the plutocrats. But we're here to realign and get on with families, rebalancing and getting back to families and all those things that have brought us to where we are. I'm telling you, if you get a chance to listen to her, you don't even have to listen to the words, just listen to her voice, just massaging your brain, okay? How are you guys doing? Oh no, Teresa, someone passed away? Okay. Hello, you guys. Okay, so, I need some more water. So, I wanted you guys to check that out. I'm telling you, this Scorpio sign, it is about money. It is a money sign. Let's talk about that, because now we found out that Trump's Save America PAC is now under investigation by the Department of Justice. There are so many investigations going on. I'm telling you, the difference I'm seeing with like Trump Tower and Mar-a-Lago, Trump Tower, that seems like where kind of the order came out for the attack on Paul Pelosi. Mar-a-Lago seems to be more like about his negotiations and, his foreign friends, so to speak, taking money. So I want to take okay, so Trump Tower, I think, is really dealing with the issue of taxes. I think the super PAC falls in here with this. But he is in for some let me get this deck. I can't hear. Okay, let's look at this, because I swear this is all about taxes, and I'll tell you why. But let's lay out this Taroscope over Trump Tower regarding his tax returns that were to be released to the House committee. But of course, Roberts put a stay on that. But you guys, it's coming. It's coming because the sun right now is conjunct the south node of the moon. The south node is about releasing things. So he released your taxes. It's like he can't keep up this defense anymore, okay? Mars is retrograde. Mars can no longer defend the indefensible. It's been indefensible that we've never seen his tax returns. So let me just lay this out so I can see what is going on with Donald's taxes. What's your secret? You will what? Put Dad back here. Donald's taxes. You will. The hidden enemy is, yep, the Justice Department. That is so interesting. Donald's tax returns. Donald's tax returns. What's grounding? Donald's tax returns. Whoa. Okay. I think I need to move some of this stuff back here. The Seven of Cups, the cloud in front of his taxes. Yes is my yes card for a cover-up. He's got to do something to cover up the Nine Cups, the Trump crime syndicate, the transnational mob, and the Ten of Wands. The burdens he carries as such. This is also fast data transfer. That is data he has transferred and things he's transferred back and forth. This TAROTSCOPE is about Donald's tax returns. Now, I want to show you this chart really quickly before I start getting into these cards because this is just really, really interesting what we've got going on here. Okay, so when I first look at this and I had the astrology card here in the first house of one's identity and well-being, it had first house body. And I'm like, why? What's going on? Because with that card, the 1H body, that card usually, there goes my throat, which is affirming. That card usually, I was getting ready to say, is associated with someone getting whacked. Okay, that there's been like a command put out, this person's got to get whacked. So I was like, why is someone supposed to get whacked in Trump Tower? And then I was like, oh, they tried to whack someone. There's that Neptune sacrifice card. But it didn't exactly work out. And last week, I was seeing like the command to hit Paul coming out of Trump Tower. And then I'm like, oh, first house body. The command did to me. Well, that's, at least that's what it's screaming to me. There's first house body. Okay. Now, but what's energizing this week in Trump Tower? We go to the 6th house. That has to do with public servants, agencies, Congress, committees. And then it says go to the 2nd house here, which has to do with income. So it's like tax returns and income, okay? We have on the ascendant here Virgo, which is meticulous. This is also the sign of public service. Got it? So when we go to the top of the chart, now Mars has turned retrograde. It is backing up towards Donald's sun. I'm so curious to see what happens when this Mars backs up over his sun because it's like he like trying to steamroll us with some action, but it's like the steamroller ran out of gas and it's starting to back up and reverse back on him. Okay? And it is in square to Neptune and Jupiter, which is causing all sorts of problems. This is why yesterday just seemed so weird. We've got like Mars squaring off with Neptune, which is creating so much weird thoughts, illusions, and just weird stuff and ideas just spurting out everywhere. Because Gemini is the communicator. It can't hold it in anymore. It can't cover up its crap. In Pisces Neptune, which is all sorts of deception and toxicity. It's really weird. And it is in conjunct the sun. It's like the focal point. Like if we put the sun here, it's like in conjunct here with Pluto, the lunar eclipse points in Mars. So we're just going to keep getting this faded, weird stuff coming out, okay? Again, tax returns, communications and documents, Trump Tower, look to the 9th house of faith. That's the law. That is SCOTUS. Pluto transformation. You're going to destroy me with my tax returns. I've got to do something because his Black Moon Lilith are his taxes. Black Moon Lilith, did I take that out? Well, and I figured this out because who had Black Moon Lilith here in the first house? Well, Kiev did, but China had it in the same position. And then in Mar-a-Lago, we had the sun, which is G. And I'm like, these are his freaking tax returns, okay? And there's a lot going on with Kiev too as well. But anyway, oh wait, where are you guys? Did I lose you? Where are you? Paisley, wonky like hearing underwater, right? Okay, so also, I don't want Kiev. I need, where are you, Trump Tower? Where did that go? There we go. Okay, so that's that. So these are his tax returns. He's got to cover something else related to the mob and fast data transfer. I think this is like data he transfers overseas. It's like two prongs that are really wigging him out about his tax returns, okay? First house body, his tax returns. Oh, look at that. The challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. Money with another nation. And is it is Speaker Pelosi why she's got to get whacked, but mostly the tax returns related to another nation. Because this is China. It is China. It is other autocratic regimes. Okay? Dynasties. The secret about his tax returns, it says, Leo, I will. You're going to what? Tower, the Mars. This is Mars. Trump Tower, the secret Trump Tower is with the Russia, China. Do you see that? The hidden enemies regarding his tax returns, we've got Sagittarius IC, which is the law. Sagittarius is down here, and he is trying to defend his tax returns and keeping them covered up. You defend things down here. And the astrology card was Mars, force. I've got to use some force to protect these because the hidden enemy is everything I've done in the past. The Six of Cups, Trump, Russia. All these other nations I've done in the past, and I've had secret discussions and money laundering, secret dark money, all that. So can you believe these are his tax? We know it, but like the tarot is telling us this story. Okay. Oh, hi, Carol Love Community. You guys, I know that there is some concern about what's going on out there with social media, especially Twitter. Tarot Love Community, her site is a tarotlovecommunity.net. I think it's like a really safe place. So stick a pin in that. I'm still up to my ears and stuff, but that may be a really excellent resource for all of us with all this garbage we're having to deal with, right? Am I right? I wanted to show you down here, Donald having to defend his tax returns. So at the bottom of the chart, what the Trump Tower is grounded in at this quarter moon, you're not going to, well, you're going to believe it, but it's crazy. Asteroid Trumper at this quarter moon is 12 degrees Sagittarius. 12 degrees Sagittarius is the rising sign for not only the United States of America, but Speaker Pelosi. Okay, and it is conjunct asteroid Russia at 13 degrees Sagittarius. When I saw this, I'm like, there's not a doubt that they were involved with what happened with Speaker Pelosi, because you guys know I have talked about having a blind spot, like when something just rises over the horizon, it's like a blind spot. It's like an enemy, or it's a secret, or you're gonna get whacked. Last week at the new moon solar eclipse, these two asteroids were probably at like 10, 11 degrees Sagittarius. It would have been in the blind spot of the United States, and it would have been in the blind spot of Speaker Pelosi. And then ta-da, we have this quarter moon today. Was it today? Yeah, at 2:37 Eastern Time. And it's like the secret is out. It's actually about the taxes and trying to protect taxes. In my humble opinion, for entertainment purposes, that's why they probably micro-targeted someone and surveilled them with an NSO Pegasus to get someone riled up and go on attack at the perfect time, right exactly when they needed him to, because that is how refined they are with these attacks, okay? Pamela, I thought the Trump's taxes were given up months ago. What the heck is going on? They were given up, but Justice Roberts put a stay today because they're supposed to go to a House committee. I forget which House committee it is, but they were supposed to get them. So it's going to the House, which is, of course, under Speaker Pelosi. I don't think it's J6, but they're supposed to go to one of the committees from the House, okay? Does that make sense? To the Ways and Means Committee? Okay. Oh, Julia, they were supposed to go to the J6 committee. Well, there you go. Okay, so since we're talking about this area right here, oh my God, and look at this, his tax returns, Trump Tower. Asteroid China is right there on the cusp of the fifth house. It is the strongest degree of this fifth house. The fifth house has to do with a leader of a nation or a leader of Trump organization. It's like China is the thing that is most incriminating, most delicate with his tax returns, and the Russia and Trump are trying to protect that so that secret doesn't get out, because China thinks that they're like so undercover. They're not. It's like everyone, it's kind of blatantly obvious they're like behind everything that goes on. But then we'll say, oh, it's the Saudis. Oh, it's the Russia. Blah, blah, blah. It's China. There goes my throat again. Wow. Okay. I don't like going out of our routine, but since we're talking so much about him defending his taxes, getting to the J6 committee, he's got Mars in force. He's got a lot of energy invested in there. He has the Knight of Swords. Look at that. All of his bots, his trolls, his operation influences, and just all out charging forth to protect that. Because he's a freaking spy, the Page of Swords. That's why. And what does China have to do with this? Oh, and we've got Tesla there as well. Because he's caught. He's been able to delay and have this sideshow going on. Don't look at my taxes, but guess what? Oh, I'm caught. No, my no card. This is a cover-up card. He can't cover up anymore. What can he not cover up anymore? I need another card. Can't cover up. how things were manipulated and how he was able to work his magic with the help of other nations. This is why he is in trouble. And this is during eclipse season. So the networks involved here, trying to cover up the tax returns going to J6, it's not only him who's charged up in trying to defend, it is his networks. We have Cancer and Leo here. That is Dark Moon Lilith. Dark Moon Lilith, his taxes, conjunct Pallas Athena, and how he strategized with his networks and friends. So his tax returns, yes, that's what he did. The point of it all, where it all started, to overturn the government. The Hierophant, the government is the challenge, and him, like, this is Russia, an orthodox government. This is his networks. There are multiple countries, things, entities trying to block this, because what's crowning them? We've got the Black Moon Lilith taxes. We've got Mars retrograde, backing up, causing conflicts with all of the gaslighting and all the lies and all the garbage to never have to release those taxes. The Temperance card. He's not worth what he says he's worth. This is also the law, but it's also all the lying that's in all those numbers. Challenge is the truth in trying to win against these rulings, and the China-Russia. The secret is out. This is like my China-Russia card when they go invade stuff and take over, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I got to plug this in. How are you guys doing? Jessica, she's at work. But she's at work and it's on silent. That's okay. Okay, so now Pluto, we're over here, this 9th house, lands overseas, law enforcement, the law. We've got Pluto transformation. This is like destroy. Do whatever it takes to destroy and stop. We've got the North Node here with you guys. There goes my throat. This is what's going to blow up at this full moon eclipse on election day. This is so bad. Page of Pentacles. Moneyed news coming out. It's the kids. It's going to be very unfortunate, and the timing with his taxes. Holy crap. And so over here, this 8th house, that's a Scorpio owns this real estate. Death and taxes. Transform your shared resources. Well, his taxes are being shared with someone else. It's his pain. There's Eris. F around, find out, dude. The United States is the beginning and the ending of this whole fiasco. He wants to end it. He's trying to exert his influence on ending it. Tell me more about who's trying to exert this influence on ending it. Someone overseas is trying to exert the influence in ending this. Who else? Trying to set something up so it doesn't get out. These guys, they are afraid. Get over here to the 7th house. Either this is your partner or your enemy. This is Gemini, I think. The Gemini is a Donald card. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. So this is another nation turning it on its head. Another nation really wants this nonsense to end. The Hermit, this is surveillance. This is guidance he's getting from someone, I think, abroad on how to manage this here, because it's a big problem. Now, we go to the 6th house. Public workers, public servants, our agencies, our military, our intelligence, our day-to-day ops. It has Venus here, the astrology card Venus. Venus, love, that's money. So He's energized this year to do something about his what he owns. There's big news coming out with the government. He's looking to 6th house public servants to be on defense for him and his betrayal, the 3 of Swords. Damn. 5th house of the Sun over Mar-a-Lago. We talked about that Scorpio reversed. I transform. He's trying to transform the news that gets out. He's trying to defend himself because he's actually a spy. The 3rd house, communications. Look to the 9th house, faith. These are documents. This is DOJ. A separation from. Separating him from. I just see this, and he's trying to stop the momentum of them getting his documents. And there we have the sun. Look at that. The sun is right on the cusp here. It opens up the whole chart. And the sun is right between Venus and Mercury. So it's like he's trying to split his money and who can see it. And Mercury over here and how it's done. He's trying to drive a wedge in that. Unfortunately, Venus is in Scorpio, and that's where she's in her detriment. Venus has to abide by Scorpio's rules during an eclipse. He does not have any hope. I don't know why here in the 2nd house, his assets, his values, his substance. Oh, Aquarius, I know. This is the hit job on Paul Pelosi. Page of Cups reversed. Like the person that was summoned to go after him. There's an asteroid. I just was curious about it. It's called Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, like the big dinosaur that can just destroy everything and just, you know, be a total terror. It's like he is trying so hard to be a T-Rex right now and chomp everyone that's in his way, but it is in square to Pluto and it is in square to his Venus Saturn. It doesn't go anywhere, right? How are you guys doing? Pamela, hang in there. Okay. The other thing that is happening right now, there goes my throat, which kind of gives us a little protection here as a group. We have the moon conjunct Saturn right now. It's about a degree away, but if you can kind of feel like that stillness in the air, things are kind of heavy. They're kind of I don't want to say rigid, but it's definitely there's a certain order that's kind of in the air that can't be disturbed. Well, the moon right now is leading Saturn. I think it'll be separating here in a couple hours. But for our private work, for us as people, and we're still in the eclipse energy wishes, this kind of, it gives us a safe space to intend and create together. So I wanted to know from you guys, are there things that we missed that you would like to write some new moon wishes and intentions? Because we can absolutely do that. So if you have paper, pencil handy, if you don't, even if you're listening to this on replay, you are benefiting already from us doing this work and paving the way for you to pick up the baton and grow it bigger. And especially the way the moon and Saturn are, it's kind of giving us a cushion to do this safely without interference, okay? So if there's anything, I know there's a lot of things, especially after yesterday, what a day, that we would like to address in our wishes, write it in the comments section or in the chat box, and we'll pick those up, okay? Because I know things are feeling kind of scary out there. But I will tell you, I know things feel scary. Things are going to get better. This is not going to last forever. There's some key dates that I think will help us out here. I'm gonna my fake candle. Let's see if we can just kind of move this up. Dad, you gotta move over. Okay. So some of those key dates, just, you guys, just hang in there, okay? Because, and with the second decan, like I described at the beginning of this, hold those who have passed closer to you. This Jupiter, the second decan is ruled by Jupiter. It's going to help out. It's Jupiter's in a water sign right now, gives a lot of emotional support, and where it'll kind of help you ride out this insanity. But so just hang on, because November 16th, Venus will go into Sagittarius. We're going to feel more lighthearted. It's like our optimism returns. It's like we're going to get excited for Thanksgiving and feeling that optimism, and like maybe going shopping, because on November 17th, Mercury goes into Sag. So it's like we're going to be out shopping. We're going to be out talking. We're going to be talking about those things that we love. We're going to be moving around and moving about and just feeling so much relief from kind of this dark time of Scorpio, but it's necessary for transformation to restart a solar cycle. And November 22nd, the sun goes into Sag. So hang in there. Things will get better. This is not going to last forever. Okay, so I'm going to look here and see what you guys are wanting to wish for. Let's see. Okay, here. I want to release excessive and overwhelming anxiety and fear. Again, use the words that work for you. I use the words I want for simplicity's sake. Let's see. I want to see record turnout voters by the young people, especially in my area, that tips everything in favor of democracy and our nation's laws and well-being. Oh, Junosphere says that November 11th at 11:11 is the Ascension Portal Day. That's very interesting. Okay, Jill says, I want Brian Bangs and Jamie Smith to be sworn in as South Dakota's senator and governor. You know what? I want to grab cards on that. I don't know who. Let's see that. Something feels different about this. South Dakota. This is South Dakota. South Dakota, you have an election. This is your election, South Dakota. South Dakota's election. The Page of Swords. I see young people thinking, and the Emperor thinking about what Donald did. I also see spies thinking about what Donald did at the foundation of this. The Six of Cups. The past. What has gone on in the past What's crowning this? The Nine of Swords. This election wants to release the anxiety from all of this. Okay? So this is your election. We have the Senator. Is it for Brian? But Senator Brian Bangs. I don't know where this goes. Is Governor Jamie? Governor. Ooh, the devil. Like I said earlier, the devil has shown us the Constitution of the United States. It's our authentic rule of law. It's also like this red stuff in South Dakota, the Five of Cups, ruled by the minority. I think this is ruled by the minority. There's also a lot of Russia-China going on up there. And the Knight of Swords charging forth. I just feel like there is some crazy info up. Yep, the High Priestess going on over there. So this was your election. This is the Senator. The Eight of Swords. I feel, yeah. They have really cornered him into a psyop. It's like he can't break free of it because the challenge is the Empress. The challenge is the Empress. He is I think this is them trying to suppress the vote for him because he's got a lot. That's what it feels like to me. The governor, up for governor, is this Jamie? We have the Six of Pentacles. Back and forth. Balance. Covered in this. The Six of Pentacles and Six of Swords. This is absolutely an op that's going on. This showed up everywhere with who? Who did this show up with? I think with China. Oh, there goes my throat. Yep. So I'm getting a lot of fear from other nations about what's going on in trying to suppress these folks, okay? But this is your election. Your election has so many influences going on with it. So this election relates to the governor, the Seven of Pentacles. There is plenty of information. This is about investing in South Dakota. Investing properly. That's what the message they're trying to get across is, what are you investing in? He relates back to South Dakota. The Ten of Swords. Like, we have to end this garbage. We're done with how things have been. The Senator. Now, this felt like it was reversed. He relates to this election. Russia's strength, Russian influence is not. I just feel like they've got him cornered in a weird op, trying to make him weak. The election relates back to him through the government. Through the government. The establishment. What's crowning this election? The King of Cups. Is this Putin? Is it? This is President Biden. That's what's crowning the election. It's like the word is getting through. U.S. defenses, President Biden, they're really trying to suppress that vote. But this South Dakota feels different to me, you guys. This feels different than in the past. Very interesting. Okay, I need to go back and look at if there was anything, what else we need to write about. Oh, I want total protection and transformative healing for Paul Pelosi and the family. I want all candidates, I think, all candidates safe, protected, free from political violence. I want GOP to call out the violence. And I want DOJ to succeed in protecting voters voting. Okay. South Dakota had shell accounts. Yes, they did. Marjorie. Hi, Carrie. Hey, all you beautiful people. I'm back after 2 years. Welcome back. And my dog is barking. Okay. What else are we doing? What else? We've got my ballot. I do not. I know Pamela Netanyahu's back. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys, it is really hard to read on that Katie Hobbs race because she's like so quiet and there's just so much wackadoo in Arizona. But let's just, we want Katie Hobbs to win. We'll do that later. I'm just going to draw some cards to see how things are doing now. Show me Katie Hobbs. Oh, these cards don't even want to touch her. That Kari, yuck. Ugh. The heart of this is the election. I feel like these are two different elections. This is the election for governor. Okay. The Page of Pentacles. I'm going to say that's a youth vote. Six of Swords. Getting to calmer water. Trying to get on the same page with the ideas and intelligence to make a strong electorate. We have Katie Hobbs representing the establishment, the government, covered by the King of Swords. Yep, the King of Swords. That is definitely a psyop. Oh, no. I think, is this SZA? Cyber. I feel like this is an intel agency. Four of Cups. Eight of Cups. 10 of Cups. Well, look at these are all cups. 4 cups, 8 of cups, 10 of cups. I'm going to leave this to the side for now. I mean, it could be our intel agencies, but these also show up with foreign interference that are surveilling people. Stick that over here. This is her, the High Priestess. Okay, secret is out. She's like Trump Russia, and she's all about chaos, riot, a coup. Okay, this is your election so far, Arizona. It's growing. It's getting bigger. I think a lot of people are voting, and the 6 Wands mob is trying to influence badly. It's covered by the scales of justice. The DOJ has their eye on what's going on, and the 7 of Wands are defenses, trying to defend the vote. Holy crap. Okay, next steps leading to what? DOJ. Fighting back on the bad guy's side. DOJ, we have the King of Pentacles. Votes, administration of the election, the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this makes me happy because they've got a system in place that they want to enact to make sure everything is counted. They know how to do this. But this side trying to interrupt this election, Three of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. They're having talks about how to, the Four of Swords, they still have something up their sleeve that they're still trying to do. So I know elections are, the following week, but this is like basically all that they have. They're just such gross losers. But this side feels very clear. This side feels like it's kind of shrinking. Okay? Yay, voting. Okay, what else are you guys talking about? Oh, Jamie Smith over Kristi Noem. Oh, Jamie Smith. Ew. I just feel like she's a duplicate of what we had over here. I'm just, Kristi Noem. Let's just look at, ew, Kristi Noem, ew. There goes my throat. What's going on, Kristi Noem? She feels like a mess. Why are you so messy? The election is over here. She is... What is she trying to do to influence that thing? And what's her challenge? Okay. Once. My once card. This is foreign influence from another country coming in directly to the executive office. Their propaganda. And the Queen of Swords, China. So Kristi Noem is... Oh, death. Reversed. So I've talked about the death card, upright being a yes card, but this is also a delay. She just feels like she's having some problems. I don't even know why. This is like her comfort and security is a challenge. The Page of Swords. Yeah, you're all spies. This feels like it wants to go this. Is this the youth vote? Where are you going? Going this way and this way. Youth vote is balancing itself out to the Ten of Cups and their families. The youth vote is trying to get here. She wants the youth vote to get here, but I feel like this Page of Swords youth vote is kind of like breaking apart, like, no, we want to get over here. This is the election. Well, that is interesting. China's influence is falling out. Yes, it is falling out. It is falling out. That's China, Russia. Their strength is not that strong. So Kristi Noem trying to get to this election with the data king, but her challenge is the bias, the racism, the judgments, the MAGAs are getting in the way because everybody knows what's going on. She is not sitting in a good position, you guys. Okay. Oh. Juno, thank you for reading on Arizona. You're welcome. Stacey Abrams. That has been a tough one because I think I said in one of the latest lives, I was like, you guys, it's kind of like she's being held down, but day by day, things will get better because there is a total lunar eclipse on election day in the wee hours of, before sunrise, just before sunrise in Washington, D.C., and which is going to shape the entire day. The moon is conjunct Uranus, so it's like Uranus is associated with record-setting things, like record-setting voter turnout, record-setting. This state has never voted like this before, and it happens. It's a really good sign for a shift in the polls and the way people vote. You could say about that, about what's been established through the Democrats, but really, I feel like it's more like their surge is what is the surprise, okay? What am I doing? Shall we do, we'll just do Kemp and Abrams again. So, how you doing, Brian? Ugh. Ugh. Why can't he stand up? That is interesting. This is Kemp wants to get to this election, which right now for him looks like this. So he wants to get, okay, here. He's got some challenge. Challenge. Oh boy, can I put this whole deck down here? So this is a snapshot right now. Eight of Swords, psyops, trying to tie up your opponent, fighting back. Page of Swords. Is this the youth vote? I think this is the youth vote and trying to deal with them. Look how far away the hope is from him. I always do 4 cards, but it's like it's almost there, but not quite. It's a burden. So Brian Kemp, I don't know why his cards cannot stand upright. 8 of Cups, Page of Wands, Ace Pentacles. He is trying to get something off the ground. The page of, these are voters. He can't, it's like he can't really convince them to go. This is the vote. He needs more votes, you guys. Here's the election. The Page of Pentacles reversed. This is how to suppress the vote. We've got the Carol card. This Carol card, again, is the influence of another nation trying to say, do this, do that. Okay, do what? They're telling him. Oh, this is another nation telling him how to suppress the vote. 4 of Wands. This is like incoming artillery being ruthless, staking claim. This doesn't make sense. Oh. The 5 of Pentacles revert. I think they're having a problem with trying to suppress the vote. This is voter suppression, but it is reversed. That's in between those two things. I think they're still trying to get something off with voter suppression. Brian Kemp is trying to get to this election. The defenses. I don't think he can suppress anymore. The Queen of Pentacles. These are the a-holes that were part of the insurrection. That is his challenge. How much he is related to that insurrection. We've got, that is a nightmare for him, the 9 of Swords. There's a lot of chatter on how to deal with this heart. It goes like this. How do we deal with this? I don't know. Sounds like a personal problem, Brian. Let's look at, we'll look at Stacey. Ew, these cards just feel ick again. Okay, Stacey Abrams. I feel like the clouds, things are starting to clear a little bit related to her, okay? That just still feels gross. Where's my wand? Where's my wand? Okay. Here. Just kind of do that. How are you guys doing? Wow, how far behind am I here? Queen where? Okay. How you guys? Okay, so I thought that was beautiful that Justice Jackson recused herself from a case relating to Harvard. That's how you do it. I love that she's waking us up in that way. You know what? I should just write down here. So this one is going to be about Stacey Abrams. Heading to the election, okay? Let's just see what kind of shape she's in. Like we've done. Is this just what we're going to do today? So Stacey, at this quarter moon, heading into, here's the election. This feels so much lighter. Oop, there's a challenge. How she's bridging to that. Ooh. She feels nice and strong here. The 2 of Wands. She's keeping it simple. She's got a plan. She's going out there with it. The 2 of Wands. it's kind of like back to basics. Let's keep it simple. I like that Chariot card. We know what works. She's on a quest to win. She's got a plan that she's had in place to work, and she's got lots and lots of support. I like that. So, Stacey Abrams, we have the Lovers. The people really like her. They are at one with her campaign. There's a lot of harmonious resonance there that is expanding and growing. The High Priest, you guys, she's got a secret. This is the High Priest. Is this? No, she's like, I wonder if that's related to the secret from the last election, because you guys know she won that last one. What's this High Priestess business about? Okay, I'm not sure if we're supposed to look at that. The Ten of Cups and the Emperor. She's got a secret on the GOP and Don Julio. And that's all we're going to say about that. Okay, so this is the election over here. The Knight of Swords charging forth. She's got the words. She's got the ideas. She's like, you can't hold me back. We have the Page of, there's that Page of Swords again. Is that youth vote, the challenge is the Devil. Page of Swords, the Devil. I feel like this Devil is, she hasn't been able to win. What's going on with this Devil? Yes, pinning down the Devil for a win. She is bridging to this. The Five of Cups. I think this is ruled by minority for these throws. We want to save our democracy. There's been a lot of disappointment, but she feels so clear there. The Five of Cups to the Nine of Cups, to make our dreams come true, to win. The challenge is having enough votes. Is it the votes? Challenge. This is the insurrection. I think there's just a lot of garbage flying around. How's this going to end up working? The Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like she might break through that propaganda. There's like a defense system that's holding back from her getting to this. And I feel like she could break through that. She's got a plan to break through all the shite that's holding her back. Okay? Yeah, I don't think so. Julia, according to Gabriel Sterling, there are more votes than ever in Georgia for a midterm. I believe it. The turnout rate, I want to say that it was over 2 million just the other day. This has been higher than 2018 and 2020. And remember, 2018, 2020, the Dems swept both of those, okay, which is like unprecedented. Okay. Sampras, yes, you are breaking records down here. That is so awesome. Okay, I don't think she will. I don't think Stacey Abrams will either. But she's got a plan. It's about timing. Okay. Doug Mastriano. Ay, ay, ay. Doug Mastriano. You want to know, Dennis. Doug Mastriano is running for governor and was at the January 6th insurrection. Will he go to jail or be court-martialed? Well, let's just start with Doug. 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 These are going downhill. I don't know what this means. We'll just, oh, there's some chatter. We've got some people talking with one another. We've got some chatter about what? We've got some chatter about betrayal, lovers. This is with another nation. This isn't like how Stacey Abrams, people love her. No, this is his commitment to another nation, which could even be the Queen of Pentacles, Donald's coup. Oh, and the moon. Hello, China, Russia. So Doug Mastriano right now, we've got the Four of Pentacles. He is doing whatever he can to just sit and sit and sit. He doesn't care how many laws he breaks. He doesn't care how many people get hurt. I'm going to hang on to this no matter what. But these cards just feel like they're like, womp. But above him, in the skies above him, the chatter, the people, he can't overturn. This is a nightmare he can't inflict on others. He can't be released from his anxieties. It's like it's stuck. There's his conspiracy, the Three of Cups. I think that probably, yep, that has to do with January 6th. And going forward, he's just not really having a lot of support with that Knight of Cups. That Knight of Swords, his words are just falling flat. Thud. Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands are the asymmetrical war by Russia-China on our nation. And it's like he can't get any of this. And this is the Ten of Swords. This is a psyop he's supposed to carry out. And it's just kind of thud. The dream, the influence is reversed. I feel like there's a problem with... Okay, what is this dream about? King of Swords, what else? Okay, he's getting bad advice, and he has the DOJ and the courts breathing down his back, okay? So, this air. I gotta get rid of this. This was DM. So that is him right now. But now you're asking me about, there goes my throat, J6. I just got all these mofos running for office. Their accountability is down the road, but it's not off the horizon. It's a ways because we've got to get through this election. We've got to get stuff certified, sworn in. Okay, so your question was him. Show me Mastriano involvement with January 6th. January 6th. Okay. So, 3, 6, 9 months out. Will he go to jail or be court? So this is 3 months out, 6 months out, 9 months out. There's going to be a lot of appeals. Jail. This stuff is going to take a while. So we have to be patient. 3 months out, what is it looking like with jail? Which are charges court-martialed? Jail, 6 months out, court-martialed. Jail. The Emperor. That's Don Julio. The Seven of Cups. The guys they're hiding behind for the Queen of Wands leadership from another nation and the action that they took for their new government. But it just feels like this, he's kind of at the end of the road here. So Mastriano, we've got the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords. This youth vote is scaring the crap out of him. And yes, he's also a spy, January 6th, and inflicted a lot of harm, okay? 3 months out, which takes us what? No, December, January, February. The High Priestess. It's not really a secret he was involved. We've got the jail. This is for overturning the government. We're going to find out more his involvement with January 6th, and it's going to fall flat. Court-martialed? No. That's the no card. I feel like this court-martialed stuff is not... even a discussion right now. 6 months out, we got, oh, a government. The government is talking. Which government? Talking to. Oh, so I feel like this is the courts are talking with him. I don't know if this is a deal. Are you going to take it or leave it? Scorched earth. I don't think he wants to give in. This is jail. The defenses have come down. We know way more information about what you did. J6 court-martial down here. Ooh, ooh. That is a possibility. That is an opportunity to come forward if he's going to be a butt nugget and not cooperate. Jerk. Okay, 9 months out. The Five of Pentacles. Discussions. He cannot shake what happened on January 6th. This is a problem for him. Jail. Page of Cups. Good news, bad news. What information are you going to give to us? Court-martialed. That is delayed. The Eight of Wands. There might be some discussions about it, but I think they might be more productive in this route than maybe this route. I'm not sure. This is interesting. That surprised me that is a possibility. It might be slow-walked or evaluated. But he is on a trajectory here on this line, this timeline. He does not want to be a part of that. I don't really see him. I mean, we've got court cards. I don't really see anything with him as like a leader, like with the sun with him, or with the temperance card, or with the star that he's winning something. He is stuck in the mush, right? How are you guys doing? Yes. Okay. You guys are way ahead of me. What else do we have here? Oh, God, yeah. They were all in Moscow, July 4th. Okay, okay. I'm way far behind here. Where are you guys? I gotta get... Whoops. Where are you? Okay, so that was Doug Mastriano. How about back up over his son? Okay, do you guys have anything else? I'm trying to look back here to see what you guys have. Yes, Dr. Nancy, he said he's been in audit for 8 years. That is some bullshittery. Yes, I love Obama. He is such a skillful orator. Do we want to look at Oz and Fetterman and PA? Let's do that. I cannot look at them together, okay? Because it's like they're from two different planets right now. I need a break from this grossness. I'm going to put you on there. You're on tap. I'm putting cards on it. Fetterman, the Betterman. How are things shaping up with Fetterman? Fetterman. The election, Fetterman. This feels like it's crescendoing, getting bigger and getting louder, like a magnet is pulling you towards something glorious. How are you bridging to this election? I have goosebumps all over my body. My body just feels sparkly happy. Three of Pentacles. Lots to talk about going on about him. A lot of people are talking about him around the kitchen table. They're talking in their neighborhoods. They're talking about him everywhere. Three of Pentacles, the magician. They're talking about his magic. How he's overcoming this stroke, and they're willing to let the magic work its magic. And the Page of Cups, good news. The news is out there. The Ten of Wands, the burdens are kind of farther away from him, but they're there. Show me Fetterman. Fetterman. We have the Five of Wands. He is really fighting. He is fighting so hard for everyone. The Three of Swords, yes, he had a stroke. We all know that. But he's got new action, new leadership. Give me something to go with this Ace of Wands. Okay, I'm going to write down here, this is Fetterman. Sorry. The Ace of Wands. What do we have here? Taking action. World. He's trying to come to a completion with his healing his stroke. But look at, we're already at the end of the road, the 21st card, wrapping things up. That's kind of cool. He's not quite there yet. We've got this election, the moon. The moon waxes and wanes. It comes and goes. This screams elections to me. We've had to go through so much, the ups and the downs, the Three of Cups. I just feel like people are like, yay, hooray. The devil. Still stuck with the devil, with the opponent, but more importantly, celebrating our laws and our constitutional rights to vote and have an election. The devil are the people are trying to spoil that election. How is he bridging to this election? We have the King of Wands. He's got a message. He's got leadership. He is a king. He's not a 2. He's not a 10. He's not a page or a knight. He's at the top. The Hanged Man. Yeah, his speeches were kind of in suspense. We're watching him heal. This is also a healing card. We know it's going to take time. Look at, where was that World card? Taking time. This Moon card, taking time. People talking. The Magician, taking time to work some magic. The Star. He's the star. Look at all that hope surrounding him. Yay! We'll get to the other guy. Marjorie, the devil's not conceding. True. You guys want to write that? We need to write that right now. I want GOP losers, not just because they're losers, but losing, to concede their elections, want GOP to ignore DT, Bannon, Flynn, all of them. Something is going to radically be shaken up come this full moon and then the quarter moon after that. It's like Scorpio has done her work and it's really going to shine, you know, within the week or so after election day. There is something that is just coming so radically to light that it's almost like things just kind of fall into place, okay? Okay, so now we're going to do that other guy that paid $20 million from New Jersey to buy a seat. Okay, so we've got that. Other guy. Is it no wonder he's got this Z? Ugh, he's just so anti-America. So, yeah, Donald, there's so much misinformation. It's so bad. You know, I want to still see my flowers. Can we just pull these down a little bit more? Okay. Can we? No, that's too dark. Okay. I just love the black background. Okay. This dude. Okay, let's get 3 cards for him. This is him right now ahead of this election. Okay. Where does this go? I don't. This is like floating around him. This doesn't, but it's, What am I going to put this on? Put it on a pumpkin. That's floating all around him. That's not going to fit. This is not supposed to be on the ground, so to speak. This is in the air. I'll put this here. Isn't that weird? This is the election. Oh my God, this is more floating. Why are you making things so difficult already? This is how he plans to bridge to this election. This feels like it's falling. Oh, death. Endings. Yes. Ace of Swords, the Sword of Victory. It's also an up. Death, Ace of Swords. Is this the Page of Pentacles? This does not feel like it's from the United States. This is interference. I don't know if this is on the ground. Look at that, the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Does he have psyops on the ground? This is very dark and very nefarious. As Six Wands mob. The Ten of Swords reversed. So he's been handed off the plan. The Ten of Swords is a final step with intelligence and like through Mar-a-Lago, and it is being put to use by him. He is using some unfair tech surveillance because his challenge is getting the vote. Now, this thing is like hovering around him. It's like something he's using, the Two of Wands. This is in real time. He is getting real-time expertise, like what to do. Judge. Yep, like, I don't know where this is not part of the United States. He's getting real-time, polling, judging, intelligence in real time to address these issues, okay? Because here's this election. Again, this thing is floating. There's that Six of Swords again, reversed. The Six of Swords and the Six Pentacles is like China. It's a different country. But what's hovering around him is the Six of... This is what he's doing to create chaos in the air around the election. And this is the election. We've got the King of... That's Putin, King of Cups, the Five of Cups, Russia, China, all of them. The Page of Wands, the challenge. From them... He has to create a lot of chaos with this election. And they're doing their darndest to help ruin the election. So his plan to get to the election, we've got the King of Swords reversed, lies, leadership from another nation, falsehoods, the Nine of Swords. He's really trying to get some relief, but he can't shake whatever's around him. Four of Swords. This is like malware, but it's like prematurely having to come out with a plan I don't think he totally believes in, and bad timing. This is how this election is shaping up at this quarter moon. Quarter moons are crisis points in a new moon solar eclipse, headed to a lunar eclipse on election day before sunrise on the East Coast, which is conjunct, the moon conjunct Uranus, which is record numbers of voters in changing. So it's also something new and innovative. The stuff he's using is not new and innovative. They're just trying to go underground so people can't see the crap they're doing to interfere with elections. And it just doesn't seem like it's working out. How are you guys doing? Yep, there goes my throat again. Donna Lynn, the flowers are stunning. You should have seen my hands when I first came live, because I was, did Day of the Dead for Halloween, so I had my little gloves on and everything, because my hands were like Make me pretty. Show my friends. And I tried to touch up my nail polish, but it's kind of messy. Okay. Did Oprah really know? Because I remember Oprah calling him out for lying to her and had him on TV. I just feel like she's so disgusted because she found out a side about him that she hated. But he, you know, yeah, him being affiliated with her made him into a star. Okay. Oprah's supporting him? No. No. Okay. Electra. Okay, let's look at Florida. We will look at Rubio, and let's look at Val Demmings. Okay, let's look at Val Demmings. We need some more flowers over here. God, Val Demmings she's just, I would love to know what her sign is, because she is just so stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. And her voice of authority is just like she was meant for this. Let's see Val Demmings. How is she shaping up ahead of this election? At this quarter crisis moon, Val Demmings. Val Demmings. You guys, it's too quiet in the house. It doesn't really feel like a challenge, but it's an issue. Headed towards the election. What's going on with the election? Oh, there's more to come. And how is she bridging to this election? She is this. She's this. Again, she feels like a big, like crescendo. Crescendo. It kind of looks like a triangle. Crescendo. Expansion. Things getting bigger, louder. There's that High Priestess. There's the Death card and the Knight of Wands. She is outshining whatever this op is, but what I like about this, the Death card can be regarded as a yes card, which means change. Change is coming, the Knight of Wands. So Val Demmings, the Queen of Cups, the United States of America, the support she has as a candidate, the Four of Wands to get there, to get to the Senate. She still has to work on separating time and space between her and little Marco. That is what she is doing all the time. Separate, clear everything. Let's get to the truth and what's important. Now, this election over here is someone needs to win. She wants to win. Marco wants to win. It's like nobody can grasp these reins yet. The Knight of Cups. I just feel like that's not the support for Rubio. The Seven of Wands, fighting back. The Two of Cups. Okay, so not support for Rubio. It's like the voters are turning that over and fighting for her and their agreement with her. Oh, thank you so much, Donalyn. Oh, happy birthday. Thank you. By the way, I was an election baby. Born on a Tuesday. Okay, so this is, I can't believe you remembered that. You're so good. Thank you. And I think we've got some more Scorpios here too. T-Barb and Regina. Okay, so this is how she's getting to this election. We have the Five of Cups, ruled by minority again. Disappointed with Rubio. Look at all the crap they've done. I've got some news. I've got better news for you. Her message is just getting louder and louder. There are the judgments that are coming out. She's getting ready to make her final claim and her closing arguments. She's got a really good plan for this. She's been working diligently at this, and it's just getting louder. The crescendo, the 10 of Pentacles, getting there. The Queen of Pentacles, having the votes, believing in democracy and our nation, that we are worth it and our value, and abiding by the rule of law and our scales of justice. Wow, do I really like this. Now you have to go dive into the swamp with little Marco. Kind of cool though. Yes. Actually, I think Regina and I have the same birthday, which is crazy. So, okay, so that just felt so bright and sparkly and pretty. Now, I have to go jump into the swamp with my defenses. Dr. Nancy. Dr. Nancy says, I want a magical income situation that pleases me and is so easy. There you go. Hi, Frida's a Scorpio too. Happy Scorpio season to you. Okay, so now we're going to go to Lil Marco. Ugh. Okay. Well, Marco heading into this election. He thinks he's got this in the bag. He's like, I haven't said much. They can't really use anything against me. Wishful thinking. Here's the election, Marco, that you are headed towards. This is the election you're headed towards. This is weird. And this is how you're approaching it. He's approaching it like this. You guys, have you ever noticed how large Marco Rubio's ears are? Now, I take notice of that because in Chinese face reading, which I don't know a lot about, but find it totally incredibly fascinating, they can tell your personality just by looking at your facial structures. And someone with big ears is known to be stubborn, doesn't listen. Stubborn, doesn't listen. Thinks they're above all that. Interesting. Okay. So Marco Rubio and his big ears are heading to the election. This is what's happening. And he's, again, he feels like a flat tire. Once he's getting help from another nation coming in. I need to turn on this light. Coming in to help out. They've got a plan on how they're going to help out because they've done this before. King of Swords, Knight of Swords. What's this? I feel like the Justice Department is watching what's going on through Don Julio and company. And oligarchs. Obama has big ears, but he listens. He uses those with critical thinking. Or is it just that he's so skinny? So they look bigger. Okay. This is Marco heading towards the select. Oopsie. He's got some news, a page. He's a freaking page. He's not in control. He's getting news. This is what I say about this GOP all the time. They have no original thought, no original anything. They're always handed scripts. This is a challenge. No. What is the challenge? The challenge, Russia, China, his affiliation with them, but he's getting news from them. The Queen of Pentacles, about money, about his opponent, her votes. This is reversed. Oh, trying to break into her share of the vote. Here's the election. So again, this isn't about leadership. This is getting a script on what to do about this problem right now. This is the election for him. The Temperance card, trying to whittle down the election. Because the challenge is what Donald did. The more that comes out, and the coup, again, the government, he's talking with a government that is telling him it's a transnational mob. And what? He's, again, a government is trying to tell him, I think, how to manipulate the election. So from here to here, which just does not look promising, he's approaching this election with the people he's conspiring with, you know, Florida, state, federal, local, here, there, everywhere. But this conspiracy, the Two of Wands plan, is just, it's kind of falling flat. It's not gaining traction. People are kind of tired of it. The Page of Swords, this youth vote is like, go away. What else? Youth vote, what are you doing towards this election? The youth vote is like, go away. I have a vote. I have a vote. I'm heartbroken by all this crap. What you guys did in the past, what you guys did to us as kids, and that's it. The youth, they're pissed off about schools. They want new leadership. They want, whoa, wow. How about that? How about that? Okay. Who is Governor Stitz? Who is Governor Stitz? I don't know who that is. Many countries use the ear as an identifying aspect of face in their passport photos. I believe it. Okay, so you guys, I think I am oh my gosh, I've been going for almost 2 hours. We've been going a lot lately. I'm going to end here because we got to pace ourselves, you guys, just day by day. This Mars retrograde in Gemini is just causing a lot of garbage and disinformation, misinformation, and just gross attitudes to squirt out, okay? One day at a time. Take care of yourselves. The full moon's going to be a doozy. We're at a crisis point, and a lot of change, I think, is going to be happening this month. We will definitely be feeling it a month down the road. It's going to be stunning, okay? So you guys, thank you so much for coming out. It's nice to be able to do this earlier in the day, very much so. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes and the donations. Thank you, Donalyn. And thank you, moderators. Always fantastic. Get out there, vote early if you can, okay? Have a great evening. Thank you for coming, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sue Ann. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, don't read the polls. There's just so many silly polls. I know, Pamela Bryant, I want my anxiety to go away. I'm sorry, honey. I think it, with the way Mars and Neptune is drilling down, and as we go to this full moon, you're just going to, it's going to be hard because it's going to be pulling on your emotions and everything, okay? So just pace yourself and know that you're doing enough, and that's okay because it's all you can do, okay? Yes, thank you, Debsy. Thank you. Thank you, Juno. I am so glad. Staying informed and calm. Okay, bye all. Have a good evening. We'll talk to you later.